All right, let's continue. Now we have managed to add these nav items here. So what we want to do, we want to add some icon. But before we do that, let's just quickly check a problem that we have here when it comes to light and dark mode. As you can see, the text doesn't adapt. Remember, I told you that we have a technique that helps us to some sort of quickly bypass the idea of light and dark theme, which might get you into writing a lot of code. So let's quickly apply that so that we can see the convenience of this technique. Okay, so now what we want to do, we want this to adapt to the light and dark theme. So what we are going to do, instead of writing a long code, we're just going to go to that component, which is pages. Is it pages? My apologies about that. I think I want the header. Okay, I want the header. So in the header, I want a class which is text primary, and that will be it. So we don't really have to type a lot of things. And here is this CSS class. So we're just going to take it, and then we are going to put it here. Okay, so let's just quickly test. As you can see, now this is black, and on dark it becomes white. Okay, so now let's just add the icons. So since we have installed shadcn make use of lucid icons. Okay, make use of lucid icons. So let's just quickly go to this is not where I want to be. Where do I want to be? My apologies about this. It looks like I have closed the design file. My apologies about that. Okay, so we just have to check which icons which are there, and also remember we are going to implement this our own way. So we don't really have to put these icon as they are, because we are going to have our own icon. Okay, so I am sure about the cut icon. We are going to need it. I'm not sure about the search icon for now. Okay, so let's just skip these two, the search icon and the favorite or the heart icon. Let's just put the cut icons. Okay, in terms of the user icon here, remember we are going to have our own avatar. We are going to implement our own login and logout. So in terms of icon, this is the list of icons that we are going to have. We are going to have, in fact, not a list of icon, let me rather say a list of component. First of all, the light and dark theme component that you see now is going to be here. So we are going to have it here. The second one, it's going to be the actual avatar. And the third one, it's going to be the cut item. So let's just go to here and look for cut. Okay, as you can see, we can even take this one. Feel free to take any cut item that you want or icon. So let's just copy this, and let's copy the JSX for now, and then my apologies about this, and then let's go back here. As you can see, guys, this is the component, and then we need this, and then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to press Control and press space on Windows and import the cut icon. As you can see, so this needs to be wrapped. Okay, because this is going to be some sort of a group of component, so this needs to be wrapped. Okay, for now we're not going to put anything from there. Remember I said the light and dark hoggler will be here as well, so we might as well take it from the home page. Okay, which is this one. We might as well take it from the home page, and then let's just remove the import here. Okay, save, and then go to the header and put it here. Okay, and then let's import it. Okay, I'm done importing it. I'm saving it. Let's just wait for this to refresh. My apologies about this. Let's just wait for the UI to refresh. So as you can see, it looks like we have it here. Okay, so now what we want to do, we want to just arrange this nicely, just like these ones. Okay, since as we are some sort of continuing or progressing with our own development, we are making sure that we keep the code dry. Okay, DRY stands for do not repeat yourself. So now we got some CSS classes which are helping us to quickly get these things done. For instance, if we want to arrange these in a row fashion with a gap, now we're just going to type here center. As you can see, guys, just like that, suppose these are next to each other, and then we can put a gap of let's say a gap of 4, and that is it. Okay, so I hope you are starting to see the beauty of thinking about code. This is something that I'm hoping you can grasp out of this course, not necessarily the syntax. The syntax is important, but the thinking and thinking architecturally, it's the creme de la creme. It's the cream of the whole uh, software development and coding and everything in front end. Okay, so let's continue, guys. So now we have managed to add these icons here. Okay, as you can see, we've got we can toggle between light and dark theme. There is something that I'm noticing here, is that this cut icon automatically switches from light to dark without our intervention. So let's just quickly check as to how does that come about. Okay, because we've got our own CSS styles which are enabling us to do that. So let's see here, let's see what might cause that. Okay, so this is just wall, so we don't have any text here. So I don't like things happening by default in my own code, because you never know with code. Sometimes things just turn left, and then as time goes by they will turn right. So we must always be in control. So as much as this is some sort of adapting to the theme or the mode, let's reinforce that and do it on our own. So what we are going to do, we've got the text pry here. Remember, icons are treated as fonts. Okay, so they act like fonts. Okay, so when you style them, you don't style them like SVGs or images. Okay, so what we want to do, we have wrapped this with this text pry. Okay, that's what we did, and we have wrapped what this with this text pry. Let me try to be clever. Let me say, okay, I'm thinking I can take away or take out these classes here, and I can put these classes on a parent folder. Let's quickly test that, guys, on a parent component. Okay, let's quickly test that. Did this manage to refresh? Apologies about that. Did this manage to refresh? Yes, but why now this is not this is still responding to light and dark, whereas I have some sort of removed my classes. As you can see, guys, okay, you need to be always alert, make sure that things happen the way you want. Okay, okay, nevertheless, what we can do, let's do what we think it's right. Let me place this text pry on the parent folder so that it can apply to all of these guys. Okay, let's see, text span, what's the problem? Okay, this is not much of a problem. Okay, so let me just close the server, shut down the server, just to make sure that everything starts from scratch. You never know what might happen. Okay, okay, and then let me run this. Okay, so what we want to do now, we want to make sure that this text, for that matter, our brand name, it's not this furniture. Okay, this is not the spelling. So we want to make sure this furniture and these items and the icon, they adapt to the theming. Okay, so that's why we are putting this on top. So let's just go to the furniture. Remember, our furniture doesn't have a T, it has got an X. Okay, hope this will change. Okay, as you can see, guys, it looks like to me this is still responsive. Okay, in case maybe there might be some sort of a bug or an error, we will fix or cross that bridge when we get there, but I am confident and I'm happy with this. Okay, okay, cool. Now the last thing before we wrap up this tutorial or this video, what I want to do, I want to some sort of put a space between these guys. Okay, so let's just go back to the parent container. Let's see, this is the parent container, it's center. Let's reinforce that justify, it's going to be between. Okay, so what am I doing here? Since we have some sort of default centering styles, okay, we can override those, some sort of change them or reinforce some sort of to override some of the styles which are already inside here. For instance, with this justify between. For now, I'm just going to save this and I want to show you something. Okay, as you can see, I have saved this, but it looks like there is no change. Okay, so since this is already there, since this style is already there, when you want to override it with CSS, in fact, I'm going to use Tailwind CSS, okay, but this stands for important. Important, it's like take a high priority. Okay, so as much as we have it here and also we have it here, now CSS doesn't know which one to take. Okay, hence there is no change. But now using this with Tailwind in CSS, on plain CSS, it means this important, as you can see. So I'm reinforcing now that it must space between. As you can see, this is starting to be pushed to the far left, this will stay in the middle, and this one is being pushed to the far right. I am happy with this. Okay, as you can see, guys, this is where we are now. Okay, my apologies about that. I just wanted to check this responsiveness. As you can see, this is more like a responsive a little bit. If you have made it this far, thank you so much. I am Msingathi. I'm the designer, and at the same time, I'm a developer. See you on the next one.